Celebrities coming to a TV actor's defense after he was job-shamed online. Jeffrey Owens, best known for his role on The Cosby Show in the 1980s and 90s, but now he is making headlines for these photos showing him working as a cashier at Trader Joe's grocery store. So why all the uproar? Well, let's discuss with him now. Jeffrey Owens joins me. You said those photos were photoshopped.
They were
right?
photoshopped.
Right.
Yes.
You were just back from the gym and with your...
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, they call it, they call it hair brushing. When they make you look worse, it's called hair brushing.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You know, and I grew up with Cosby, and I knew you as Elvin, and I watched you. So what's going on? What's happening?
What's going on? You know, I took a regular job so I could support myself and my family, and it all went crazy. I never in a million years would imagine that I would be in this position. It's kind of surreal.
Well, it's weird to me that this became such an issue because, well, I think you're a great actor, and I loved it. You were very animated on The Cosby Show, right? But I see actors all the time working, taking other jobs and doing things between gigs. It's not unusual. It's not unheard of, is it?
Not at all.
So then why the big deal about this?
Because I was on The Cosby Show, Don. Because it was The Cosby Show, which at the height of its popularity was one of the most famous shows ever, viewed by over 55 million people at a time. It was, iconic. And I was a member of that family, And so it's one thing if the average actor has another job, and 98% of them do. But, for some people, seeing someone who is on that show working in the local grocery store, however exalted grocery store that might be, is kind of jarring. I kind of imagine, and I can understand, imagine if I went into a store and saw Al Pacino working there. You know what I mean? It would be like,
right.
now I'd be sensitive and nice about it. I would, but it would be kind of shocking. And I think that's what it's kind of like for some people. It's like it just doesn't make sense.
One would think, okay, you're on the Cosby Show, lucrative show, as you said, was one of the biggest sitcoms in TV history.
Ago.
Is it because the show was taken off that you're no longer getting residuals? Like, what happened?
Well, I mean, the show ended 26 years ago. People don't realize that because they're watching reruns and they don't realize how long ago it ended. So for the past 26 years, I have been, since that job ended, I haven't had a job that lasted more than 10 weeks at a time. Most of those jobs are theater jobs, which pay a lot less than TV and film. So there's that impression that, because the reruns, you see me on TV all the time, that I'm still making that kind of money. Residuals dwindle away, and sometimes they don't, I only did a certain amount of the shows. So people have a very false, erroneous impression of the kind of income I make because I was on that show.
When I introduced you, I said you were shamed. It's being said on the internet. Do you think that you were shamed by the people who put those photos out or by news organizations?
Well, both. I think they both conspired to kind of exploit a kind of shame situation. The people who saw me in the store, I think tried basically to take advantage of me. But I blame the news organizations more. I mean, I understand the impulse to try to maybe, take advantage of a situation.
Specifically how? What do you mean?
Well, because I think they see someone in my position, recognize me, and they know that there is a taste, unfortunately, there is kind of a little bit of a prurient taste in all of us have a little curiosity, a little negative curiosity about seeing the exalted fallen.
People have offered you jobs now.
I have gotten some offers. None of them have been substantiated or worked out.
Why did you say you're not comfortable taking a job now?
Well, you know what? And by the way, if you note what I said, I didn't actually say that I wouldn't take a job. I said I would be uncomfortable. I just want to make that distinction. But no, I'm a kind of person who, I've always been this way. It's very strange. When I was in school, I was offered a scholarship once, and I felt like for some reason I wasn't worthy of it because of it's hard to explain. I don't like getting anything that I feel like I haven't earned. That makes me more uncomfortable, I think, than not getting something I should have earned, strangely enough. So that was the impulse behind what I said. If this situation leads to work, I would be very grateful for it, but I certainly don't expect it.
Well, you see, we can put up the Tyler Perry tweet. Tyler said, his Owens' #1 drama that they're shooting now. And also, it's people like Terry Crews have come out and said, I swept floors after the NFL. If I had
That's
to do
hard
it, I
to
would do it
imagine.
again.
My gosh.
Chris Rankin said, I worked in Weatherspoon's kitchen after being, and I told you what I'm going to do after I leave here.
Yes, you mentioned the Home Depot.
I'm going to work in the home and garden department at Home Depot. I'm serious. I get such a zen when I go there, and there's no shame. I agree with you. Every job has value.
Yes, has nobility.
It's different. They may be different jobs,
Yes.
but none is better than the other. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Good luck. I hope you get many, many jobs.
I appreciate that.